Okay, part two. Hi. So I think I've landed in a gift shop. We are still in Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. This is a nice gift shop. I don't really want to be here. I kind of want to um, be more inside the church. So maybe if we go here. Oh, okay. Wow. This is interesting. So before Constantine, which he was the first Christian emperor, the Romans actually had tried to wipe out the memory of the cave by planting a grove, not a grave, dedicated to the pagan god Adonis, who was the lover of Venus, and he established his cult in the cave. Um, so obviously that didn't really work because this is now a church. Um, so I'm trying to turn around. It's not. Yep, there we go. Come on. It looks very dark in here, but it definitely is a cave, which would resemble. There are some letters on the wall over here. I can't translate that. Um, I actually found that here at this church, they actually celebrate Christmas on January 7th, day before my dad's birthday. So they don't celebrate it on December 25th, which I thought was interesting. Let me see if we can go further in. Okay. Okay, so we see some portraits over here. The Nativity is described in the Gospels of Matthew and Luke. In Luke's, it is described, so Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth in Galilee to Judea, to Bethlehem, the town of David, because he belonged to the house and line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger because there was no guest room available for them. So, I mean, the Nativity is a pretty well-known story, but it's actually really cool to see where it actually occurred. It's really interesting. Maybe I'll be able to take you out to the front of it. Here, let's go out there. Oh, this is a good spot, I'd say. This is a nice view of what it looks like inside. It's quite large. If it would load all the way. Okay, well, we get the gist of what it looks like. It's pretty, very pretty. I like the walls. I feel like I'm describing the interior design. Nice floors. Wow, it is quite large. Wow, I wasn't expecting all of this back here. I'm guessing it would need to be quite large because they probably have a lot of people come visit. Okay, so yeah, that is the Church of the Nativity in Bethlehem. And now we're gonna go to Peter's house. I don't know if this is actually what it's called on Google Maps. I don't know if Google Maps knows the singular Peter. Capernaum. Just hit search, see what comes up. If anything. Otherwise, it might take a while. So this actually, Italian excavators think they believe this isn't. That I don't. I'm not sure. This is what it. Oh, yeah, probably this. Maybe that is it. I'm not sure. Okay, yeah, this is it. We'll move me. Oh no, I did not mean to hit that. Go back. Okay, can we move me, please? Thank you. We'll zoom in a bit. We want to go to so there's a Catholic church built nearby it. So yeah, these Italian excavators don't know for sure if this is Peter's house, but they have a pretty good idea. In the years immediately following Jesus' death, the function of the house changed. The house's main room was completely plastered over from floor to ceiling, which is a rarity for houses in that day. I mean, I would guess so. People wouldn't be renovating their houses that much. So, as with many biblical archaeology discoveries, the small details sort of tie in the material that remains to the biblical events and characters. So, it called it a simple church building. So, there probably is, I mean, there was a Catholic church near here. But it was definitely helpful and the start of Christianity, and it survived for more than 300 years before it was replaced in the 5th century by a well-built octagonal martyrium maybe church. But there is no definitive proof of this instance that the house ruin uncovered by these excavators was actually the ancient house of Peter. But there's layer upon layer of circumstantial evidence to support its importance in early Christianity and its association with Jesus in Capernaum and his foremost disciple, Peter. Peter's house was mentioned in Matthew, the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 8, verse 14, saying, "And when Jesus was come into Peter's house, he saw his wife's mother laid and sick of fever." So that story mentions Peter's house in Capernaum. I mean, there are tours here, so I'm guessing we're at the right spot. And it does seem a little rundown. It's not the prettiest house I've seen, but it definitely is interesting. Maybe we can go out here. See where that takes us. Oh, hello, sir. I'm not sure if... Oh, this looks like a pretty large building over here, so maybe that is... Oh, okay. In here it says St. Peter's Monument, Capernaum Synagogue, so there's a lot of Franciscan monastery. Okay. So, oh yeah, St. Peter's house right there. Missed it right in front of me. So that's pretty cool, yeah. Quite large, so I'm guessing they built... I'm guessing that right there isn't St. Peter's house. Otherwise, he was very ahead in architecture for his time. But you get the gist. So yeah, that's it. That covers all 4. So adios. Stop.